What's happening, fight fans? Welcome back to the MMA Mindset Wolkernite Fight Championship 6, 2nd of November. I think I'm saying that in my sleep now. Really looking forward to it. Going to be when I get back off holiday, and it's the last event of the year, so we're going to make sure it's the best one so far. Loads and loads of great fights coming out. So yeah, make sure you don't miss it. Link in the description for tickets, or if you want to watch it online, the pay-per-view live MMA.co.uk. But yeah, without further ado, I'm joined by a gentleman that we had on the card last time as well, Mr. Marley Flute. How you doing, man?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Very well. Just
Good.
getting on in camp at the minute, so working hard and getting ready for the 2nd of November. Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to having you back, man. It was a hell of a fight last time, obviously getting the finish in the third round as well. That was something that impressed me because finishes tend to get less and less the longer on you go. How much did it mean to you to kind of be able to show to yourself and other people that whilst you have such a good physique and people may think that might have some issues with cardio, that you can go to that third round and you can still finish people in that third round?
Yeah, I think it's massively important. Obviously, at the gym, that is something that we focus on. Even when you're tired, being able to produce a high level of MMA, because when you get into them rounds, that is where it really counts and stuff like that. So at the gym, at Ignite, we do focus on that a lot, and obviously outside of the gym as well, I'm doing plenty of work to make sure that my cardio is good, make sure that I am in the best condition that I can be. So when it does get to them rounds, when it does count, that I can still give that output that I should do. And obviously it makes it better for people that are watching as well. They don't want to see it like get boring in the last few rounds. You know what I mean? It's good to be able to maintain a good pace and keep it entertaining for people to watch.
Yeah, exactly. And I know last time you had to deal with an opponent change quite late on as well. This is looking like it's going to be you versus Eddie right till the end. Is that making your preparation a little bit better that you're focused on one opponent?
I think in terms of opponents, I try not to focus too much on the opponent. Same as last time, I wasn't too focused on what they're going to be doing. I'm more focused on myself. Obviously, you do try, and it is a little bit easier, visualizing and stuff like that. So it does make it a little bit easier not having that change around. And obviously, last time, I was a few days out. I didn't know if I was definitely fighting or not. Whereas this time, obviously, it is sort of it feels like it's nailed on. So it definitely does make it easier in that sense. Like I'm 100%. I can just go, but not much changes. Still the same camp, still the same work put in, still the same as last time. Just this time, I feel more confident. Getting that first win and getting a bit of experience in the cage. I feel last time out, I didn't show everything that I can show, and I'm looking forward to this time being able to display my full skills. Really.
Yeah, what I want to speak about is what's the atmosphere like now? Because obviously, when I spoke to you, I spoke to a lot of people from Ignite, and the atmosphere was everyone was dead excited, just buzzing for everyone to be going to the MMA show and competing. What's the atmosphere like this time round? Because obviously, you've had the experience now, you've gone to an MMA show altogether, and you've been to this one in particular. So, is it kind of changed a little bit heading into this one as the last one?
But I don't think it's changed as much. I think everyone learned a lot of lessons from the last one. Definitely, like we learned the levels and how it all works and stuff like that. But it's not much different to the last camp. Like everyone's there for each other. Everyone's trying to make it better for each other. We're all supporting each other. And if someone's got a particular opponent, if someone is particularly good at wrestling, then we might try and wrestle with them more and try and help each other out in the fight camp like that. I just think the level of intensity is a little bit higher than it was last time. Um, we were training intense last time as it was, but it's just sort of vamped up that little bit because we know the level, we know the standard. So we know that when we are in the gym, we have to work hard, we have to put in the rounds because we want to try and emulate as close as we can to like the real fighting situation. Obviously, without trying to, hurt each other too much, but we want to try and simulate it so it is very, very similar and stuff like that. So we are just as best prepared as we can be going into the fight. So it's good vibes in the gym at the minute. Very good vibes. Everyone's training a lot, training hard. So yeah, really enjoying it at the minute.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, and just speaking about your opponent, Eddie Cobby, obviously he's had some kickboxing bouts. He's been to Thailand. He's been training over there. Have you seen much of him? Do you know much about what he's going to bring to you?
Yeah, again, just not trying not to focus on him too much. So I know he's had some kickboxing bouts, so I'm sure he's going to be a very good striker, which will be nice because it will mean I can display a little bit more of my striking skills. Last time out, I didn't really throw too many shots, didn't really get too techie with the striking, so it'll be good in the sense of I'll be able to use my full range of skills this time out. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. I think we're going to put on a good show for everyone again. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to being able to display to people what I can do. I feel confident. Do you know what I mean? In this camp, I've been striking well. I've been wrestling well. My jiu-jitsu's been good. So I'm feeling really confident for the fight. And obviously, having that experience in the cage last time out, I feel like it's going to be a pure performance from me. Last time there was a little bit of nerves in the performance and stuff like that. This time it's just going to be a pure performance. Showing everything that I can do.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, we've got people coming back and stuff, and it doesn't take a long time to make a name for yourself in the amateur ranks. Like you put together 3-4 wins, and you can start looking at title fights and stuff like that. Like moving into next year, what are you kind of wanting to do? Obviously, this will be your second fight this year. How many are you looking at kind of getting under your belt next year?
Um, but hopefully by the end of this year, 3-0. I've got a fight obviously with you guys on the second, and then potentially looking at getting another fight in before the year's done. So try and go 3-0, and then yeah, as of next year, just staying active. I don't have time off. This is a lifestyle for me. I train 6 days a week, 3 hours a day, and then I coach for 2 hours as well, alongside with Igor. Um, so it's a lifestyle. I don't when I'm not at the gym, when I'm not training, I'm doing something. I'm getting some more cardio and then getting my weight sessions in, or I'm doing my research into different parts of the game like jiu-jitsu, or I'm practicing different little bits with the striking. So I'm just looking at staying active. I'm active when I'm not fighting. I'm active when I'm fighting, and I just want to keep that going. I want to make sure that I'm always fit, ready to take fights whenever they come up, and just hopefully get as many amateur fights in as I can. And then obviously once I've got a few titles and I'm doing well with the amateur, I want to go pro with it. It's definitely something that I'm looking to do.
Yeah, and you do right. You want to make sure you get plenty, because I think people try and twitch a little bit too quickly getting in that pro ranks, and then they realize, shit, I'm not prepared for this. So yeah, you do right making sure you get as many more many amateur bouts under your belt as you can. Just really quickly before I let you go, speaking about the actual fight in
No,
itself, have you got any sort of idea on how you think this fight's going to play out, or how you in your head would like it to play out?
I think there's going to be a lot of stand up in the fight because he is a striker. I think he's going to want to keep it standing. Um, so I think there's going to be a lot of shots thrown. I think they probably will maybe underestimate my striking. Um, But then, yeah, I do see myself at some point getting it to the ground. And once it gets to the ground, I am very confident in my ability to get the submission or to finish by ground and pound. So I see it going that way. Once it does go to the floor, I think that's the area that I am going to excel in. But I also, get to show my striking this time round, which will be really good. And I'm looking forward to showing everyone what I can do on the feet and on the stand up. I think a lot of people will be surprised because obviously I think a lot of people think I am just mainly from a jiu-jitsu background, but obviously when I first got into MMA, it was everything. I didn't just do jiu-jitsu, I didn't just do wrestling, I didn't just do striking. I started MMA and I've trained in every department in MMA that there is. So I think it's going to be a stand up, and then when it gets on the ground, I think I'll finish it there.
Yeah, well, I look forward to it, Marley. Like I said, buzzing to see you back on the card. You and all the guys from Ignite as well. You gave a lot of your time to me, so I really appreciate it as well, mate. So yeah, just all the best of luck with the rest of your camp, mate. I hope it all goes well for you, and yeah, I'll see you on fight night, mate.
Top man, thank you very much for that. Appreciate it.
Magic, not a problem. Make sure
Have a
you
good one,
go.
mate.
Make sure you go follow Marley. Like I said, he's up and coming in the sport. He'll be fantastic. So yeah, all the best. See you fight night, and make sure, like I said, get tickets. Links in the description. Cheers, guys.